Let's go! I will be doing the Pittsburgh Pro.
That's what I plan on doing in Pittsburgh. I don't, whoever shows up. So that's great. But I'm gonna win.
Hi guys, welcome back with almost 6 weeks out 2025 Pittsburgh Pro Men's Open lineup updates. This is going to be one of the best show of the year, so let's dive into it.
And your winner, and $100,000, the title of Pittsburgh Pro champion, and a trip to the Olympia for your winner, the mutant Nick Walker.
Nick Walker has mesmerized fans recently with his outstanding progress pictures 7 weeks after the show. He seems to be on the right track this time, and he's aiming to bring one of his best looks on stage to get his Olympia qualification in one of the most competitive shows of the 2025 season. Since last year, many people doubted Nick, believing that his best days are behind him and he will only regress from here. Even some experts have questioned whether he can reclaim his former dominance. But I think he's coming back with a vengeance, and it will be one of his best versions, if not all-time best. Whereas mentally he is once again very confident and fully determined to secure a clear and decisive victory, as he has stated that he is making sure he will win unanimously no matter who is competing against him in Pittsburgh Pro, which is a huge statement.
When I win, it's Nick won. Like there was no question he won.
This is going to be a completely new look.
I think so, because every win I've ever had, right, it was never controversial. It was like, Nick won. Like that was a clear winner. So that's what I plan on doing in Pittsburgh. I don't, whoever shows up. So that's great. But I'm gonna win.
So Derek Lunsford has finally confirmed that he's going to step on Pittsburgh Pro stage as well this year.
I will be doing the Pittsburgh Pro.
His decision to compete at the Pittsburgh Pro after his dominant victory at the 2025 Arnold Classic is surely very fascinating among fans, and it will add another exciting twist to the 2025 season. While many expected him to take time off and focus solely on his Olympia prep, but he had decided to jump into another big show of the season, especially where Nick Walker and Martin Fitzwater are competing. I think it's a bold move for the former Mr. Olympia. And his entry into Pittsburgh Pro is going to bring a lot of excitement and hype in the bodybuilding community.
To do the Arnold Classic, to do the Pittsburgh Pro, and to do the Olympia all in the same year and be victorious in all three would be another monumental historical moment in bodybuilding history. So for me, that excites me. That's what gets me moving, gets me out of bed, and makes me hungry as ever to get after it every single day.
Martin Fitzwater is most likely going to be one of the front runners of the show. Since his last winning show, EVLS Prague Pro, he has added some more quality mass. While he aims to come in extremely shredded and full, ensuring he brings the best combination of mass and details. He's already qualified for the 2025 Mr. Olympia, so he does not have the stress for qualification, whereas for Nick, this is probably the most challenging and tough show, as he has to prove his potential once again this year. There is also a possibility that Regan Grimes jumps into the Pittsburgh Pro, as it's just 1 week before the New York Pro where he plans to compete. Slovakian aesthetic mass monster Michal Krijo is making a comeback with full force, this time on the Pittsburgh Pro stage. He's under the guidance of a highly experienced coach, George Ferra, and this is his first prep with him. I believe we are going to see a better and more complete version of Michal in his return to the stage, as George has a good track record with his athletes. Michal has not competed against Martin Fitzwater yet, but he did share the stage with the mutant Nick Walker in 2022 Olympia, and right now in his most recent updates he looks extremely impressive. Size wise he's back on track, plus his conditioning is on point. In my opinion, he has better shape and aesthetics compared to Nick. He's tall and has sheer amount of mass, whereas Nick's main strength is size and also conditioning. But I think Michal will be right there in the mix for the first call out, fighting for the title. Another mass monster, Vitaly Gulnikov aka Good Vito, has just shared a jaw-dropping physique update, and realistically he looks incredibly dangerous. It looks like Good Vito has put on significant amount of size on his frame since last year, bringing an ultra sharp and detailed look from top to bottom. In the back shots, his hamstrings are looking extremely humongous and well built, but I think he still needs more lats thickness to achieve a fully balanced look and to be more dominant in the back shots. That being said, overall he looks really dialed in for his first show of the year, the Arnold Classic Brazil. He's likely the favorite to win that show, and then in Pittsburgh Pro it will be very exciting to see the best version of Good Vito standing next to Nick and Martin, as they all share similar heights. From my standpoint, his legs are the main standout body part of his physique. Undeniably, he has much better teardrops with tremendous details compared to Nick, and probably superior arms development in the comparison with Martin. And arguably he has better V-taper, as he has very wide clavicles with a relatively small and very flat midsection. So he's surely a heavy hitter in the lineup who could be the last man standing in Pittsburgh Pro. I hope the Pittsburgh Pro will also offer a free live stream like the Arnold Classic. Also, Fuad Abiyad now providing a free live stream for his show Detroit Pro. So it would be great to see Jim Mannion follow the trend and make the event more accessible to fans worldwide. William Bonac has shared his most recent physique update. Right now he's weighing around 240 pounds. He's competing next weekend in the Detroit Pro as well as in the Pittsburgh Pro. In the side chest shot, Bonac has phenomenal details, but arguably size-wise his legs from this side are not up to par. Whereas in the back shots, his hamstrings are extremely impressive. He has deep muscle density and incredible muscle separation. He has undeniably very well built hamstrings and striated glutes. Almost 43 years old Bonac is ready to make a strong impact in his upcoming shows. All the way from UK, James Hollingshead has revealed his physique update. He looks undeniably dialed in the most muscular shot. His definition and sharpness really stand out. His next show is going to be Detroit Pro, and then we will see him in Pittsburgh Pro as well. His last winning show was Tsunami Nutrition Italy Pro in 2022, so it's been 3 years James has been unable to win any pro show. And I don't think in Pittsburgh Pro he has any chance to be the last man standing and qualify for Mr. Olympia 2025 against Nick Walker, potentially Derek Lunsford and Martin Fitzwater. But in the Detroit Pro he can surely fight for the title, although the lineup is not completely revealed yet, but we have William Bonac, Sasan Herati, Ron Golden and also Carlos Thomas Jr. From Brazil, Leandro Paris is competing very first time in the USA. His recent updates showcase that he's pushing his limits and bringing a more complete package to the stage this time. There is no doubt he has made significant improvements. He has added a prominent amount of muscle mass on his frame. And judging by his current physique, he looks very vascular and sharp at this stage of his prep. His first show of the year is going to be Arnold Classic Brazil in almost 2 weeks, and he's preparing to bring his biggest and the most dominant physique yet to the stage. Eric Wood looks to be in decent conditioning right now, 7 weeks prior to his first show of the season. He's weighing around 245 pounds and arguably he has some good lines and shape. He's working with coach Patrick Tour, and presumably their focus is to bring a perfect balance of size and conditioning on Pittsburgh Pro stage. So that's all guys, and stay tuned for the full coverage of Detroit Pro which is happening this weekend. Thanks for watching.